Hey, everybody, Thomas here. I'm out here with my buddy, Mr. Neil, and also we got Cherie and Tommy and all the kids and everything too. But we are out here checking out his awesome farm from Riverside Wood and Farm. So if you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, please do. Neil's been growing his channel. We talked about this for a while and everything. I'm so glad he started a channel because he, unlike me, I'm stovepiped into the sawmills. He's actually showing the full build of his house here and everything, plus everything he does on the sawmill too. And he has some awesome tips and tricks that he does on sawmills. Pro tips is what you call it?
Pro tips, saw your tips.
Oh, they are great, because every once in a while I'm like, why didn't I think of that? But no, Neil's out here, he's showing us his house and everything. I've cut some wood for this house. Neil's cut the majority of this, but there was a time I think we traded a deer head for some 20 foot 2x6s.
Because my 1600 mil would not cut it.
That's exactly right. But now he's got a Timber King 2020, and we're going to also look at his kiln here in a bit too. But it's awesome to be able to catch up here with Neil and take a look at his house. So we're just going to do a quick little walk through the house, and we'll get inside and show you in a little bit. All right, so we're here on this porch. Look at this. This is awesome. So Neil's he's been working on the siding for how long now?
Off and on for 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I don't have the time just to get out here and work 8 days a week, 8 hours a day.
That's true. Now, the 10x10s, did you cut those and have them?
The very first thing I cut when I bought a sawmill.
Yeah.
And my father-in-law gave it to me.
So he cut these 10x10s out of pine, then he took them up to the pressure treatment place up the road. That is beefy. I mean, look at that awesome turkey foot there. Great view. And that looks awesome. What are these going to be? These are...
I was going to do exposed floor joists, but...
Those are popper, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I decided against that. It's just going to be a whole lot easier to cut the pine and just put the tongue and groove poplar under the bottom of it.
And then he also got his big old glue lambs out there that are going to go into here. But yeah, just take a look. I mean, they've done a great job on this, and you've done a great job on this. All this wood that you've cut and everything. That's a big old fan. That's a real big old fan.
Come out of a chicken house.
That'll move some air. But yeah, so the cool thing is you did all this with wood that's been cut on the sawmill. You just had to do true dimension size to make it within
Down here
code.
to pass code, you have to have true dimensions. So a 2x6 is 2 inches by 6 inches.
That's awesome.
And that's what we're framed with.
If you take a look in here, I mean, how tall is that ceiling?
It's 18-foot sidewalls and 28 feet
28 feet.
to the peak.
That is crazy.
And that'll be vaulted over the living room.
I'd hate to change the light bulb up there.
I'll let Mason do that.
Man, so it's been, what, a year and a half since I came out here last or so, or a year?
Something like that, about a year.
Yeah, I mean, just oh, you got your windows in too. Wow, how fun was that?
I'll let them do that.
Katie. No, that's pretty awesome. And then you've got, are these what? These are 10x10s? 12x12s?
What's that?
10x10s or 12 by 10x10s? Wow. Take a look at that. That is awesome.
Yeah, all 10x10.
Katie, what's that? So what's gonna be in this room over here?
That's the master bedroom.
Master bedroom, okay.
The master bathroom.
Woo, that's a big bathroom.
Then the 2 closets.
Yep.
And a half bath and another room, 11 by 11. Guest room.
Wow.
Washroom.
Where are the kids gonna be?
Upstairs.
Okay. Thumping on that floor.
Yeah.
Now those beams, where are they gonna go across at?
One's gonna cross here, one across there, and here. So this is where they'll be right here.
Okay, so three of them over. Okay. Wow.
And there'll be no post from here to there. It'll be wide open.
That's gonna be awesome. That's a lot of space.
We're gonna go, the top of the beams will be 11 feet, but since they're 18 inches, you know what I mean? You'll be 9.5 feet to the bottom of the big
Wow.
beam.
Okay. So you can have plenty of headroom. Yeah. Where are your stairs gonna be at?
Right here. They're gonna run up here.
Cool. Come in through the floor, kind of.
You come in right here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's gonna be the main door, really.
Yeah.
And that's where I wanted right here is what I was talking about with them 10x10 red maple posts.
Yeah.
A red maple, case this out, and that'll tie in with the red maple.
I'll bring you up some more. How many stair treads you gonna need?
I ain't figured that out yet.
Okay. Well, I just brought him a nice log, and then a big just hunk of maple that we started cutting on and everything, but it's going to make some pretty cool stair treads. And then this is your carport. Wow. That's awesome. So much room for activities. This is awesome. And I mean, it is quiet out here. Yes, you're in Jackson County.
That's right.
But you are so far off. It's just to get out to his property.
Just to get here is the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really in Big Point right here.
That's true. And I love how you're doing this board and batten here. This is exactly, whenever our siding on our house kind of wears out, this is exactly what I want to do.
Yeah, it's all starting to change colors.
I like the graying. The graying's what I like.
That's when it's really going to start doing good.
Yeah, I mean, just take a look at that. That looks so good up there. Got a lot of light coming in, natural light and everything.
Right.
Super cool, man. I'm so excited for y'all. This is awesome. Super cool. But yeah, we're gonna head over here to the sawmill in just a second too. We're gonna show some stuff over there. Okay, so we're out here by the sawmill. One of the things that Neil's been talking about is he has this essentially a log deck here, where these logs, he can put all these logs on here, roll them on here, and as you can see, it goes over here to where his loader is. Then he can load the logs on here with his loader and not have to use a tractor right up against the sawmill. And Neil, you've been loving it this way?
I tell you what, a huge benefit of having that, cutting these pine logs. A lot of people like to wait till the bark starts slipping.
Mm-hmm.
When you put them on here, you can knock your bark off out there, and as it's rolling, it does break it off. Because when you are cutting pine, your bark's falling off, it completely clogs up underneath your mill.
Sure as heck does.
To clean it.
And you've actually got nice and clean underneath your mill, because the worst thing you could do is...
I have probably cut a couple thousand more feet since I have done this, and I haven't moved the mill to get it out of here.
That's awesome, because we were just talking about this earlier.
You see the cypress bark and all that stuff?
Yeah. A sawdust fire or a fire with all this bark here, that'd be a bad day.
And another thing, I started using my drag bag. If you don't use
I watched you earlier when I pulled up.
use it, because
I don't use it.
say if I'm gonna cut, if I have a huge order, I just cut 1,000 board feet of cypress.
Yep.
I cut my logs. The order was for 10 footers. I cut them 10.5 feet, had them stacked up. I never have to leave the cutting station unless I got a couple small pieces to take off the mill. So I can sit right there and tend to everything I need to do until I need to roll another log on it.
Which is awesome. Yeah, because I watched you. You did your first cut here, and you took that scab piece off back there. And then do you have your controls off to the side, or you just have one where you can pivot as needed?
Oh,
yeah, you pivot.
I swing it, and then I drag it back.
Okay.
Throw the scab off the back, and then come back around.
That's pretty fancy. I like it. Each of the buildings that I've built so far, I've actually had like a wood wall behind here, but having this open, that might be my next design, because when you come, you can just pick this up with the tractor right here.
That's what, when I get done cutting my order or whatever, I come pick up my scabs and throw them off. I used to have a wall right here, but once I started using that drag back, so now I drag my whole stack of lumber back, I go from here to here and stack it instead of walking all the way around the mill to take it off and put it on.
But you're taking individual boards back, not the whole stack.
Whole stack.
You're taking a whole stack.
Say if I cut, it could be 12 or 15 boards or whatever. I drag the whole stack back right here, stack them, stacking strips, stack them, then I go back and cut again.
Wow.
I don't have to. The 1600 mil beat me of walking around.
Yeah. Okay, so I also see you moved your drag back a little bit. You moved that one off to the side there. Why is that?
Actually, that set screw backed out.
Okay.
Tighten it back up.
Well, never mind. I thought it was something interesting while you did
No,
that.
it wasn't. No, that actually just moved.
No, that's super cool, because I'm so happy that Neil got this 2020 mill with a diesel and everything. Now you've worked through a few problems. You've had this
got one problem to fix.
This dang computer here is driving you nuts.
Yeah,
but
that was $2,500 kick in the butt is what that was.
But you got her done.
Yeah.
But no, your sawmill building's awesome here. How close are you at the very top when you're all the way up?
It got plenty of room.
Okay.
It got plenty of room.
Because
the thing is, I built this for that 1600, cutting 18 foot, and when I put a 20 foot log in,
you gotta
come in here, cat compass, and spin the log in.
I don't miss doing that.
I have trusses over there to build a 30 by 50, but I'm building a house, so that's where all my funds are.
That's exactly. So what are you going to turn this into if you build a new building?
Well, I might come right off of it and just hip this right into the back of it. You know what I mean?
You can
so
do
I
that.
just leave this an extra room.
Or you can park your camper over here.
That's my dad's.
Okay.
This might be a tractor shed.
There you go.
In the back of the sawmill shed.
Plenty of room too.
Maybe.
All right. So now we've seen the sawmill. It's the same mill that I have, and in my opinion, it's the best Timber King mill that's out there. It's the best mill pretty much out there of all different types. Let's go take a look at your kiln, which is what I have to do. I've been cutting for so long. I've been saying I'm going to do a kiln. Well, you're the motivation to make me want to do a kiln because you're drying a lot of wood over here.
I gotta find. I gotta get some tools to get in that thing.
Well, we don't have to get in. We can walk around the outside, but I mean, you got these plans from. Is it the Virginia Tech one, kind of, sort of?
The Virginia Tech, but if you look on the top, standing from the back, mine's flat up top, where most of them
peaked all the
are
way
on that peak.
Yeah.
I didn't really want that, but my plastic was long enough. So what I did was I tilted the. I just cut it flat. That's sun that beats straight down instead of hitting the back wall. You know what I mean?
So you can. Now we were just talking about this. You don't want to do 1,000 board foot when you do that.
You can put 1,000 board feet in there. If you do not air dry it first for a good while, you completely overload that, and it's the moisture in there turns into a jungle, like a rainforest.
Yeah.
It's a sauna, 150 degree sauna in the summertime.
So this is wintertime, and it's like 100 degrees in there right now. Where I was looking at this board here, I'm like, Neil, what is growing on this board here? And that was wood you cut, so that was a pine board that had sap in it.
Fat lighter.
Yeah, and it is oozing and goozing and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's you can see there's a little bit. Well, you can't really see with the reflection, but there's a little bit of stuff that dropped on the floor. But no, that is super cool. How long did it take you to build that?
3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
It didn't take real long.
I just need to get off my butt and do it.
Yeah, that was me.
Not like we ain't got enough wood sitting around.
The biggest thing with me was overthinking the process.
Yeah, that's what I am at too.
You're like, man, how does it need to be? You're really just building a box that catches sunlight.
Yeah. And you have yours facing toward the south here and everything. You've got it up on cinder blocks, pressure treated wood on the bottom?
That's right.
Okay, so pressure treated floor. Are you insulated on the bottom?
Nope.
Okay.
Not down here.
Yeah, that's true. And then you got black plastic and stuff in there, but like, and also you have a dehumidifier in there. You found that helps a whole lot. And then you've got your fans running and everything. I actually have the kit where you can do the solar and everything, and the fans kick on and everything. But one thing you were talking about also is vents. You gotta have good ventilation.
Gotta have good vents. That's where I messed up on that. Being the first one I ever built, everybody screams ventilation, and there is a 1-inch gap all the way down the door, but it's not enough. That's not enough.
Yeah, you need to have some pretty big vents and everything. And I've seen where vents can automatically open, or you just go in there at the end of the day or something like that and just open it up.
That's right.
So, no, very cool. I'm definitely due to build a kiln. That's once I'm done with my house build, that'll be my next thing.
Just get on it, man. A few days of work.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's true. I can get the boys out there and see what they can do. But no, that's super cool. But Neil, this is awesome. I mean, you've got the setup here. You got a beautiful piece of property. The house, oh my goodness, the house is going to be gorgeous. Like, it already is gorgeous, but that's just one heck of a dream home there. My wife and I were just talking about that. Like, man, that's almost like we're both moving along about the same pace.
Like a snail.
Yeah, but we're getting there.
My motto is one nail at a time.
One nail at a time.
Just always keep in mind, you got to start to finish.
Yep. Well, again, please check out Neil's channel. I'm going to put a link in the description below. We got to get him up. He's over 1,000 subscribers. He's got to get his view time up there because I really want to see what Neil puts out there. He's been a good friend of mine for going on like 4 or 5 years, something like that. And like, awesome. If I ever need anything, Neil's there to help. If we bounce ideas off each other. I mean, he knows what he's talking about. He's learned through trial and error with all the different sawmills. He's run Wooden Miser, Timber Kings. He's helped me with just about everything you can think of. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, please check out Neil's channel. He's got some awesome stuff. He does the pro tip stuff, which I really enjoy, and I learn stuff from him all the time. All right, we'll see you around. Thanks.